Hello, 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 and welcome to the space between ideas. I'm Blaine Gates. Uh, are we working? Are we on? Yeah. So, all right, we're back from hiatus. Sometimes it's just the way it is. It's the middle of August. It's hot. It's time for doing out. So I'm just checking out some, getting all the things ready on my screen. Yeah, I haven't been around with you guys for a while. So just got a lot of things on the screen that, well, I guess actually there's nothing on the screen. It's like literally the same as what I had before. Nothing has changed at all, in fact. Okay, great. So where are we? The thing is that like I'm not real happy with AI. I just realized that I'm not real pleased with my AI experience. What does it mean? Does it mean that AI is not doing what it should, or no? It means I have unrealistic expectations for AI, and I need it to do more for me. So let's jump into what I think that AI should do for me, but doesn't. Specifically, how are we going to do this? I think maybe the best way to do this would be to share my screen as per usual. Let's just share the whole screen. Let's see, where's the whole screen? Entire screen. There we go. Share. Okay, there we go. Whoa. All right. So what's been going on? Um, in general, um, thing is that like I've been testing this process of work, this work process. It's called Notion. And what happens with Notion is like basically it's like it keeps track of everything. So like I literally have everything I've been doing is right here in Notion. And then what's this? Then I got my AI chatbots. I have like three AI chatbots, which like they're like just on the last task that I gave them. So like there's just there's you can easily take a break with the AI world, and they just pause wherever you stop, they stop. So like I got my three chatbots ready to go. Uh you can see their names. So this one is name is I don't know what this one's name is. Oh boy, what happened to this chatbot? And okay, I didn't know this chatbot can't load any of them. Well, anyways, it doesn't really matter. So I couldn't load any of my chatbots, but it doesn't matter. So because we can just go like this. So let's see, we got the understanding T minus countdown. We got the architect 3.5. So who's architect 3.5? Architect 3.5, agenda 47, liaison 3.5, arrowhead 1.0, architect 3.3. Oh, see, this is the problem. It's in the wrong. Okay, let's move this to the right. Let's get this back into the right channel. I see why it's not. I got a problem. Something's happening. I think I have it on the wrong thing. Hold on. Let's just do that twice. For some reason, I got the wrong Gemini loading up. Okay, that's fine. All right. So what we want is, let's see, Google Power button. No, homework with book analysis, Russian vocabulary 100. Okay, we've got Vortex. So where's Vortex? Vortex is the marketing agent. That's the first one. Yeah, here we go. So here's Vortex. Then the middle one, it's going to be, I think it's called Liaison, Architect 7. I guess I call it Architect nowadays. And then this one's called Webmaster, Webmaster, Webmaster. There we go. Okay, there you go. So we got Webmaster, we got Architect 7, we got Vortex 1. Now, what's the point of the video? What am I trying to say inside my video? What I'm trying to say today is that I'm not happy with this thing here. It's called the Kevin O'Leary signal. So let's talk so we got this new chatbot. It's on Pro. All right, let's have a little chat. All right. Hey, what's up? Okay, great. This is working. So this is the thing that I wanted to talk about today. And basically, the issue I have with AI, with the current state of AI. And the thing is that I have a couple of different places where I'm saving information. And there's a couple of different places where I'm using AI chatbots in order to work on some different projects. And like the main idea in general, I would say, is that I'm working on a software project inside of Windsurf. And inside of Windsurf, it has something called Cascade. And so Cascade, you can change the different model. Right now, I'm using the GPT-5 high reasoning. In the past, I used to use Claude for Sonnet, and before that, I used Gemini 2.5. And so there's always like a new opportunity to have a better chatbot inside of Windsurf. But in general, I would say that Windsurf is good enough that it was able to help me to produce my website, and the basic features of the website are working. Now, there are some things that I would like to improve inside of the website, and also I need to like the free version of my little app is complete. If you have some questions about how to use the app and what the website's about, I'd be happy to answer those questions. But in fact, the better person to answer those questions are people from my team. And the thing is that I have an AI first company, which means that so far everybody who works for me are AI chatbots. So I have four AI chatbots. The first AI chatbot I just explained to you is called Cascade. And Cascade is able to draw on any model. So it has access to all the best models, and I can change the model if you decided that you thought that I should change the model, or if like one of the other three chatbots on our team decided that we wanted to change the model, we could easily change the model inside of Cascade. So when you talk to Cascade, it is a hybrid between its ability to communicate with the code inside of Windsurf and its ability to access the different AI models. um, Now, the other three people on the team, actually, I also use. I'm inside of Gemini right now. I'm talking to you. You're inside of Gemini, and I guess your name is going to be To Do, or I mean, you can give yourself a name. Maybe we'll change the name over time. But like, I have to give you a name because inside of when I expand the menu inside of the Gemini, then I need to be able to know which AI instance this is, and also we need to discuss like what's your purpose and then how you can help me and the team. Second thing I use Notion. It's called Notion.so, and inside of Notion, that's where I keep all of the data related to my project. So currently we have three departments, and those three departments are also related to the three chatbots that we're using. One of the chatbots name is Vortex, Vortex. Vortex, it is the marketing department AI chatbot. You can talk to Vortex, you can ask it questions. The second chatbot is called Architect 7. This is the specific chatbot I've been using in the product R&D department. That is the one that I use to actually work with Cascade in order to develop the website and also develop the software features inside the website, both the free version and the paid version, the pro and the team version. And then more recent new person is called the webmaster. And webmaster, it's going to be the person that helps us to launch the website. Its opinion right now is that we're going to launch the website using Cloudflare. So you can see that there's going to be some kind of interaction between these chatbots because Vortex is going to be adding like it's right now it's working on like writing up a blog, and then the blog article is going to go into the website. So it needs to be able to communicate with webmaster to figure out how we're going to launch our blog in the website, and also it needs to communicate with architect to figure out how that page is going to work inside of the software and the website that we're developing. And then, well, of course, it's also helping us to work on the lead magnet page of the website to write all of the content, and also thinking about writing the email campaign, the series of emails. So we have like basically a basic sales funnel, and Vortex is in charge of thinking about that sales funnel and all the different steps in the sales funnel. You can talk to Vortex about understanding what it's doing and why it's doing those things. And then Architect 7, like I said, I've been working. The reason why it's called 7 is because when we run out of the context, the token context window, then what we do is we have these calibration documents, and then the calibration documents are all of the information that we want to take from the previous AI instance and then share it with the new AI instance, so that the new AI instance will be able to understand the work that we've done and like how we are working and the problems we've overcome and how to best work on the project together. And then finally, we have the webmaster. We started the webmaster with like a deep research to figure out the best way to launch our website and our software model. And yeah, so all of these different chatbots, you can talk to them directly. And I keep up with what's going on with each of those different departments using the chatbots and also using the Notion page where I have like a to-do list. So like a guy named Kevin O'Leary, he's a Canadian guy. He talks about like you should find the signal and lose the noise, meaning like what's the most important things that we need to do. And that's why I'm actually trying to develop you, because right now, like one of the problems I'm finding with AI is that like like I said, I have four different chatbots, one inside of Windsurf called Cascade, and three inside of Gemini called Vortex, Webmaster, and Architect. But the problem is that they can't actually talk to each other. And so I'm just wondering, the first question I have is like, is it possible for me to create something like WhatsApp or Telegram where I can add people to a group chat? And then like, can I add my three different AI just, I mean, now there's four because now I have you. So, okay, there's to do, and then there's these other three chatbots inside of Gemini. Is it possible for these four different AI instances to communicate with each other? Do we have some software, or is there some way for these chatbots to communicate directly with WhatsApp or some other kind of messaging system, so that when I send a message, for example, to you, like if I ask you, like, what's up, like, what's the most important thing we need to work on today? Then you can send a message to the other three. You can ask them what they're doing, and then you can figure out like out of those three things, is there some kind of order to what needs to be done first? And then also after I've worked on something for a couple of hours during the day, then we can catch up and figure out like what did we do and what's like how much progress we've made, and then what we're gonna like do moving forward so that we can make some changes to the to-do list. Basically, what I want you to do is I want you to keep a running to-do list. And then, like, so as when we start the day, then we have a discussion about what we're going to work on. And then you can help me to figure out like who to communicate with. And sometimes things take time. Like sometimes Architect is working with Cascade to do some new feature, and then it takes Cascade like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to work on some kind of feature. And so I'm just wondering, like, is there something that we can do while we're waiting for Cascade to update the software or solve a software problem? Like, can we jump over and work with the blog, or can we jump over to Webmaster and start to figure out how to get things going online to launch the site? So there's all these different things that are happening, and I don't know, I feel like I need somebody to keep track of the to-do list and someone I can talk to as we are working through these things. And then also, like I mentioned, is there some way that you can connect with them without me having to just copy and paste and copy and paste? Like it seems like at the end of the day, the thing that I need to really focus on is basically just talking to these different chatbots and telling them what I'm thinking, and then when they produce some kind of output, then I have to copy and paste those concepts into other chatbots. And like I have calibration documents. I could even show you the calibration documents for all three of those chatbots so you would understand completely what's going on with them. Also, you could create a prompt in order to ask Cascade what it's doing and what it's been working on and what it thinks it needs to work on next. So I'm trying to give you like more proactivity, to be proactive, to be a very proactive project manager, and to run the program and really push me to really like be organized and also get stuff done. So I just want you to help me understand how much of that you understood and next steps forward. All right, let's see how this one does. So obviously you can understand I took a little break last week or so and just kind of just relaxed after, we've been going at this for several months. But then suddenly I looked at the I looked at my windsurf yesterday and I realized, okay, we got like 13 days. Is it 13 or is it now 12? I think it's now 12. We got 12 days and we need to get through these like 388 credits. I don't know if these things have to be used by the end of the month or if they can roll over to a third month. So these rolled over to the second month, and then I need to figure out if they can roll over to a third month. Uh, if they can't, then it's not a problem. But anyways, as long as we have work to do, let's just focus on like getting the work done. So we definitely have like a ton of credits. We got 12 days, so let's use all of those credits before the end of the month and see how much work we can get done. I'm not sure that I'm gonna like record all the videos, but all right, let me plug you into the this Gemini so that you can just listen to that Gemini directly. Huh. How am I gonna do this? Oh, we got a problem. Um, I think that this Gemini is a incognito tab. Is it? It's not. Shouldn't be an incognito. Okay, it's not an incognito. Okay. All right. So let's jump into this. Let's see if we can see it. Can y'all see it? Now let's get some audio going.
Hello, it's great to connect with you. Thank you for that incredibly detailed and clear explanation of your project, your team of AI assistants, and the core challenge you're facing. I have processed everything you've said. Let me start by summarizing my understanding to make sure we're on the same page, and then I'll address your specific questions and propose a path forward. My understanding of your situation. You've built an AI-first company to develop a software project and website. Your team consists of Cascade, the core developer AI within Windsurf, interacting directly with the code and capable of using various high-end models like GPT-5. Architect 7, Gemini, the product R&D specialist who collaborates with you and Cascade on developing the software's features. The 7 indicates a history of context refresh using calibration documents. Vortex, Gemini, the marketing specialist, responsible for content creation, blogs, lead generation, lead magnets, and sales strategy, email campaigns, sales funnel. Webmaster, Gemini, the deployment and operations specialist, currently focused on launching the website using Cloudflare. You, the CEO, project lead, who currently acts as the human bridge, manually copying and pasting information between these siloed AI instances. Me, this Gemini instance, you want me to step into the role of a proactive AI program manager. My purpose is to orchestrate the other eyes, manage a master to-do list, help you prioritize tasks, and streamline the communication flow to eliminate the copy-paste bottleneck. Your central problem is a lack of direct interoperability between your AI assistants. They can't talk to each other, which forces you to be the manual data transfer protocol, creating inefficiency and cognitive load. Answering your core question, WhatsApp for ICE? This is the million-dollar question in the current AI landscape. The direct answer is no. There is not currently an off-the-shelf application like WhatsApp or Telegram where you can add different, isolated chatbot instances, like your separate Gemini chats, and have them converse directly with each other. Each chat session you have with an AI, like me, is a sandboxed, independent instance. The Vortex chat has no awareness of the Architect 7 chat, and vice versa. However, we can simulate and build this functionality. We don't need them to talk directly to each other if we have an effective central coordinator, me, and a structured communication protocol, our workflow. How I can be your program manager. Let's move from the problem to the solution. Here is how I can fulfill the role you've outlined, addressing all your pain points. We can start with a manual but structured process and progressively explore automation. 1. The hub and spoke communication model. Think of me as the central hub. Architect, Vortex, and Webmaster are the spokes. You are the high-speed connection between us. Instead of you having to remember everything and decide what to copy-paste, you will delegate that task to me. Your role. You talk to me. My role. I process your high-level goals and then generate the exact, optimized prompts you need to give to the other eyes. I will also tell you which AI to talk to. When they respond, you bring their full response back to me. I will then synthesize the information, update our project plan, and give you the next step. Example workflow. You. Okay, good morning. What's the most important thing we need to do today to move the website launch forward? Me. Good morning. Based on our plan, the critical path is blocked by Webmaster needing the final blog post from Vortex to configure the CMS. I have drafted a prompt for Vortex to finalize the post. Please take this to the Vortex chat. Precise prompt for Vortex about finishing the blog post and formatting it for Webmaster. You copy-paste the prompt to Vortex, get the response, and paste it back to me. Me. Excellent. Vortex has provided the blog content in Markdown format. I've logged this in our Notion to-do list as complete. Now, here is the prompt for Webmaster, including the full blog text. Please take this to the Webmaster chat. Precise prompt for Webmaster on how to integrate the blog post via Cloudflare pages. In this model, you are still the conduit, but you are no longer the manager. You're the executive assistant carrying out clearly defined communication tasks that I generate for you. This dramatically reduces your cognitive load. 2. Managing the master to-do list. You mentioned Notion and Kevin O'Leary's find the signal, lose the noise philosophy. This is perfect. Notion will be our single source of truth. At the beginning and end of each day or work session, we will sync up. You'll tell me what was accomplished. I will provide you with a summarized, prioritized to-do list update that you can copy directly into your Notion page. We can structure it by department, architect, Vortex, Webmaster, and priority: urgent, high, medium, low. This keeps a running, dynamic list of what's important, what's done, and what's next. 3. Proactive task switching. You asked what you can do while Cascade is compiling code for 10 minutes. This is a key part of my role. When Architect 7 reports back that it has given Cascade a task that will take time, I will immediately recognize this downtime. I'll check our to-do list for high priority, quick tasks from other departments and suggest one. Example: you. Pasting from Architect. Cascade is now refactoring the user authentication module.
All right. Okay, next up for us, give me your name. Give me a name you suggested to do. Or to do, that works. If you prefer something else, feel free to change it. Let's stick with to do for now. I'll be your project manager, onboarding calibration to effect. I need the same context the other AIs have. Please provide me with the calibration documents for Architect 7 Vortex Webmaster. This will allow me to understand their history, capabilities, and current objective deeply. Initiate our first daily stand-up. Okay. Okay, well, so let's switch it to the whole. I'm gonna just share the whole screen, entire screen. Okay, so we have some interesting ideas here. Um, all right, let's see how many documents do we have? Okay, if we go to product R&D, then the calibration documents. We have the Phoenix protocol. We have the document 1, 2, 3. We got Cascade calibration doc, and then we got the Vortex. Vortex has a calibration doc. Where's the Vortex calibration doc? Here it is. And also we got Webmaster's calibration doc. Let's fix this. It should be a little bit different. It should be, what is it called? It's called mention. It's called switch to mention. How do we change it to mention? Caption, full view, original. What we did with it? Anyways, all right. So it's not going to be as easy to change to mention. I thought you just change it to mention. All right, that's fine for now. Unless it just turned into a mention, it shows up, which it doesn't look like it's going to. What's the other way to do this? The other way to do this is to, this should be vortex. No, the last one's, the second last one is vortex. So we're gonna copy this link and we're gonna paste it, change it to mention, which Google Drive, I think it's in this one. Oopsie daisies. There. That's what I want it to look like. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, well, I'm going to upload 8 documents. Are you ready? So after you have received the document, just tell me that you understand it, and then ask for the next one. After you have uploaded all 8 documents, then feel free to create any prompts you want to discuss, to talk to the other 4. You can talk to Cascade, you can talk to the other 3, so you can talk to anybody you want and try to figure out what's going on. Also, I can take some screenshots of the Notion page if there's something that you want to see. All right, so here I'm going to just change this to rename. And it's not going to be called TOO. It's going to be called to do. To do. So I'm ready to begin. Upload 8 documents one by one. After each document, I'll confirm. Then once I have it, then I'll do something else. I'm ready. Okay. So we'll just start with this one. So we're going to go Control Command A and then Command C. And then as it's doing that, we're going to close this. In this page, we're going to go Command A and Command C. We're going to go Command A, Command C. Next one, go Command A, Command C. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. And the last one. Whoa. I think it's fine. Command A, Command C. What happened to this? I think I just this. Yeah, I scrolled too far down. All right. So now it has everything. Let's see. This is 5173. This one is 5,000, and this one is this one. This one doesn't seem to be working. I don't actually know why this one is actually still working. Here's the brainstorm module from before, which I don't really need right now. Okay, so this is identical copy of the Vortex marketing calibration document, which I processed as the 6th document. What? What happened? Okay, anyways. Why is it the identical document? It's just the Vortex document was the 6th document. Oh, I guess I must have opened it twice. So there's Vortex is 1, Webmaster is 1. So, and then this is, then that means that this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Okay, here's my synthesized understanding of the entire project. The Project Arrowhead, is a stable, feature complete thinking tool application, the core document. Work of migrating it to a modern, robust tech stack is finished and verified. The team, we are a multi-person AI team consisting of an architect, 7 Vortex webmaster, orchestrated by me and led by you, the project lead. The project operates under a highly disciplined, protocol-driven workflow that was forged from the hard-won lessons documented in the OMDL case studies. The immediate goal, the absolute top priority for the entire team, is to complete all phase 1 pre-deployment tasks. This is a critical path to launch. Action plan establishing our baseline. My first action is to execute a hub to spoke model we discussed. I'll generate precise prompts for you to take to each of your specialist AIs. Their response will give us a complete real-time status update of the current signal. Allow us to build today's prioritized to-do list. Please take the following prompts to their respective AI chats. This prompt is designed to get the precise status. Okay. Here's Architect 7. Where's Architect 7? So here's Architect 7. Webmaster. Vortex. See what I mean? So this is the thing I wish the AI could do, but it can't. So, like, because I have this one chatbot here, and this is my to-do list chatbot, and well, I'm gonna just take a screenshot. See, this is I'm still on task number one is to define the organizational chart. We need to workers with assignments, task-based objectives. What are the objectives and how are they organized in this documentation? I think that's what I've been thinking about the last couple of weeks on my little vacation, and then finally today, I was just ready to think about it a little more deeply. So, before I give the responses back from based on the three prompts that you've created, I'm gonna just upload what the screen looks like right now in my Notion page, and then feel free to tell me to make changes. You mentioned some kind of new design. So the design that you mentioned was to have these three different departments, and then to have some high priority, medium priority, low priority. So as you can see, we do have the to-do list items in different departments. And then I would say that the general idea about high priority is like the high priority are the first line items, and then the medium priority are the midline items. So we can either continue to do it this way, or we can like more directly, we can add a column so that we have different columns with high priority. And if we had different columns, for example, I mean like different rows, because right now all of the first line items for each of the three departments are on like the first row, or they're kind of confusing because it doesn't actually tell you which of those three items are the highest priority. So if I created another column to the left, and then in the column to the left, I add the different ideas of high priority, medium priority, and low priority, then I could put like, for example, let's say that we were going to focus on the blog article. That could be in the like the top row, and then maybe the items in the other two departments would be like in the second row. Anyways, I'll just upload this, and then I'm gonna go fetch the responses from each of the other three AI team members. See? Like, so I'm just like copying and pasting. Right, so before I just send that off, let's say, so thanks for the screenshot, gives me a perfect visual, signal, noise. Okay, understand completely. You've organized by department. You've correctly identified key ambiguity. It's not immediately obvious which of the top items across the three columns is the single highest priority. Your idea to add a column is good. And so we could structure it like this. And then, okay, so we have the priority select, department select, status. What is going on with this? Decide on the blog. Yeah, I'm not really sure that's exactly what I want, but okay. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is we just want to make a slight redesign over here in the Kevin O'Leary signal space. And the idea is that we have three columns. Uh, Priority, department, status. I'm not sure that's the way I want to do it. See, what I'm talking about is how do I add a column to the left? And anyways, I gotta go. I got another meeting. Um, Verify the PDF export fix. Set up the Cloudflare project page. Okay. All right, so we're just going to push pause here, and we'll get back to it tomorrow. So thank you for hearing me here on the Space Between Ideas, and catch you later.